Hi everyone, welcome back to Chop's Garage. I've been shopping again. So guys, one of the first jobs we've got to do today is sort out Mrs. Chops' Jeep. So obviously I drove lots of miles on this without a problem at all. As soon as she gets her hands on it, throws an engine management light. So we need to find out what is going on with it. So if you don't remember, I haven't seen this before, this is the Jeep I bought really well from Mannheim that I was going to retail. That took me only about 3 hours to get retail ready. Looking brilliant. I was going to make a bundle load of cash on it because I got it at a really keen price. And then Mrs. Chops saw it and said, I want it. So I had to basically make no money off of it. And now it's thrown an engine management code, so we're going to give it a go and see what it is. We're going to try something different today, reading the codes. We've been sent a unit from Carly, one of these neat little OBD units, really small and compact, easy little one to carry around with you rather than one of the bigger diagnostics machines. So we're going to give this a go and see what this can find out. One of the nice things with Carly is you download the app to your phone, so you do it all on your phone. You're able to wander around and work wherever you like. So as you can see, we've got the engine management light on the check engine there. It just came on randomly while she was driving. It's not in a limp mode or anything, it's still performing fine, but obviously we want to find out what that's all about. So we've got the OBD port here. Let's plug our Carly device in. See the little lights flash to say it's starting to get power. Going to connect to the unit. Got the universal adapter. So now we're connecting to the Carly unit via Bluetooth. So it's connected to the Bluetooth OK. I put the ignition on, so now it's connecting to the car and starting to read the data. So it's quickly connected with the car, no problem at all. We're going to do a health check. So off Carly goes. Looking for the issues with our Jeep. Very quickly come back. It says 2 issues found and they're both with the engine. Oh, what have we got? Our favourite, an O2 sensor. Bank 1, sensor 1. O2 sensor circuit malfunction. Now a nice thing Carly does here is it says it notes not serious and it notes not serious, which we know that the oxygen sensors aren't a big thing. You can still drive on that, which, you know, if you're on the side of the road and you carried the Carly unit around with you and you're doing a bit of a journey, you know that it's safe to carry on driving now with that. That's a really nice feature if you're someone who's not so confident with cars. You know that, you know, not serious, I can probably just carry on, wait till I get to the garage to get it sorted out further. So what we're going to do now is we're going to clear engine, and it's going to go through and clear the codes for me. Clear the codes, and it's suggesting to me something that makes a lot of sense. It says check in 2 or 3 days time after clearing the issues, do a run another check on the vehicle, which does make a lot of sense, and it allows me to even set myself a reminder to do that. For the moment I'm going to close it because, to be honest, unless Mrs. Chops says that she's getting an issue again, I'm not really going to worry about it. It says the rest of the car is good, the health status is good. So that's all positive news on that. It was just something minor. It does actually do some pretty smart other stuff as well here. As well as the health check, we can check the emissions on the car and see if it's running too rich or so forth. We can get live data readings from it as well. So a quick Google says that a properly functioning oxygen sensor will show a rapidly fluctuating output between approximately 0.1 and 1 volt. Time taken for the voltage change from 0.1 to 1 should be about 300 milliseconds. Mine looks a little high at 2. So perhaps we are a little clogged up. I'll have to do a little bit more research on that. So with my limited knowledge, what this could tell us is the car could do with a DPF regen, possibly. Some fuel additive running through it to clean it up a little bit, or the sensor changing. I'm sure you guys would be able to tell me down below what you think of that. But for the moment, Carly's cleared the code for me. Told me there's no other problems on the vehicle at the moment. Told me that even with that fault coming back, it's safe to potter around in anyway. We'll see if it pops back again, which I think it probably is likely. Maybe that code was cleared before it went into auction before. But we'll see if it pops back again. And if it does, we'll have to look at possibly swapping that sensor out. So my thoughts on Carly, I'd seen it on other channels. Obviously, I've got my big diagnostics machine that I really like, but actually really impressed. Really nice little bit of kit. I mean, this is absolutely perfect for carrying around with you. You know, that would even possibly fit in a wallet. And it has a lot more functionality. I honestly thought, I'll be genuine, I thought this was just a basic code reader, but the features it has on there, and they're really easy to use. That, you know, you guys know I'm not the best with diagnostics machines. I'm not a mechanic, but all of that would just, you know, I haven't rerun a test of this. This is genuinely my first time using the unit, 100% genuine first time using the unit. Everything just came to hand so easily. It all made sense, where to click, where to go to next. I think someone with even a really limited experience in doing diagnostics would find this would benefit. Even just the simple little code read there, where it told us that it wasn't, you know, a serious issue, would give someone the confidence to carry on driving, which so many people just pull over on the side of the road and don't want to move for fear of doing some damage to the vehicle. So thanks to Carly for sending that to me. Yeah, no, genuinely pleased to be able to try that. Really good little bit of kit, and that's definitely going to be kicking around in my pocket when I go out and about looking at cars. Best thing about Carly is probably the price, because you get all of that starting from less than £100. So to get your Carly unit, click the link in the description down below. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Carly. I'm sure Mrs. Chops will too. And here it is, what a beast. 2016 Nissan Navara. I don't know, it's a Tecna, I think it is. I think. I have to be sure. I have to be honest, I'm not entirely sure. But it is a stunning looking truck. Now, those of you who watch the channel regularly will know this is a bit new and a bit nice for me. I normally deal in cheapy little hatchbacks, but this was so nice. I thought it's got to find a home. And no VAT. That was the big thing. No VAT. Normally commercial vehicles carry VAT, but this was used by somebody like their car. It wasn't used for work and didn't attract the VAT when I bought it. And it is just in fantastic. It's only done 32,000 miles. And I think whoever bought this thing new ticked every box for the accessories. Now, down here in Devon, you know people love their trucks, so it should be pretty popular. So on the outside, we've got the diamond cut alloys, and I'm pleased to say all of them are mint. No curbing, no lacquer peel, so no expensive wheel refurbs to do. All the tyres have got loads of tread on, I'd say almost brand new tyres. Yeah, brand new. I say none of the alloys need any work. They obviously paid for the Truckman hard top to go on it as well. Got nice big side steps all the way along. Chrome finished door handles, chrome window trim finish, chrome wing mirrors. And we're chromed up the front as well. Going around the body of the car, there's nothing to note really, honest to God. There's some light scratches in the lacquer here from the bushes, but there's no dings or dents on it at all. With a machine polish, it's going to come up absolutely brilliant. Yeah, it's not going to take much to get this retail ready at all. All along the back, it's not been had stuff loaded up into it. All the plastics is absolutely bang on. If I show you in the boot lid here, all diamond plate finished. All the plastics are mint. Obviously, if you load stuff up in these, they get scraped up. But the checker plate hasn't got any wear on it either. Oh, fantastic condition. Then we get to the interior. Very nice. Keyless entry, leather, fully electric seats, heated seats. All the leather is mint, no marking on it at all. It's got all round cameras, so underneath the wing mirrors and front and rear, sat nav, a Bluetooth auxiliary input as well as CD player, 6-speed gearbox. Then you've got your different four-wheel drive settings down there. The leather is mint. You've got all your steering controls. They've got some cruise control going on there as well. This has a full Nissan history, all fully stamped up as well. So main dealer service history. Look at the rear. Never been sat in, guys. Absolutely immaculate. Smells like new as well. The leather really smells nice. So fantastic car. I've driven it back today. It drives faultlessly. It really does. And this one will be a difficult one to sell. Although I like driving my cheapies around, I could quite see myself hooning around in this. But there's a profit to be made from it, and I'm in the game of making a profit on cars. As much as it might not seem like that in a lot of my videos, especially the amount of cars I stockpile for myself as well, but they're only the cheapies. So, yeah, comment down below, what do you think of this truck? So the problem with this truck is, the only problem with this truck is me, not the truck. It's all about me, not you. The truck is probably a 20 grand truck. So you're looking at something like 18, 19 plus the VAT normally. So that takes it up over 20 grand easy. So this is an easy 20 grand truck, probably more, with this miles, this history and this spec. So before you keyboard warriors go out there finding cheapy Nissan Navaras, remember this is the very highest spec and they don't come in this condition very often. Normally they've had a bit of a hard life. So yeah, this is easy a 20 grand truck. And the question comes up again, in the environment I'm in, not offering finance, can I sell trucks for 20 grand? Now again, if you've watched my channel regularly, I know last time I said that, it was about a 16 grand truck and I sold it, and I sold it pretty darn quickly. So we'll see with this one. I think the kind of people that buy these are probably less snobby about the kind of environment they come in and buy from. But as I say, I don't offer finance, so they'd have to be sorting out their own monies. In terms of a retail risk, it seems fairly low because the miles are so low, the condition is so outstanding. My warranty company would cover an awful lot on a vehicle like this because it's been so well looked after. The risk element seems fairly low on it. And obviously the other interesting thing is when you sell commercial vehicles, if I sell this to a business, then it doesn't come under the Consumer Rights Act anyway. But yeah, what a truck. Comment down below, what do you think of the truck? It's a nice bit of kit as well, isn't it? Now, I bought something else at the same time as well. Let's have a quick look at that. Boff, here we go. A 2013, I don't know why I say Boff, guys, just roll with it. 2013 Golf 2-litre TDI Blue Motion. I can't remember exactly what spec this is. I don't know my Golfs very well, do I? Oh, walked into the MGB. I'll leave all this stuff in here, guys. You know it's raw footage. So, yeah, pick this up from my main dealer contact again. Again, it's going up there price-wise for me. This is not going to be a particularly cheap car in my kind of, you know, I like to do stuff 5k and sub ideally. But a white Golf 2-litre TDI diesel, 5-door. I think Auto Trader it scores 98 out of 100 for people looking for them. So, you know, miles on average, I think it's 75,000 miles. I have got a little bit of road test footage, which I'll stick in a minute. I know some of you aren't so keen on that, so I'm going to make those a little bit shorter from now on. They're only intended just to give people an idea of how the cars drive, not necessarily for you to be buying it from me, but just so if you're looking at them elsewhere, helps you have an idea of how all the cars drive. And like I say, you know, for me, half the fun of this job is just trying out cars I haven't driven before, and I haven't driven one of these. Obviously, I've driven the Yeti with a 2-litre. It's not too much about the Yeti. I only need to refurb the alloys on that. I don't know why it's taken me so long to get along to doing it. But yeah, the 2-litre TDI on that pulls really, really well. I don't know if they're the same brake horsepower. This hasn't got the red eye on it, which I don't know if that still means something on Volkswagen. You Volkswagen guys will be able to tell me. I don't know if it's got the red eye on it, whereas that one has. I don't know if that's 170 and this one's 140. But yeah, I mean, in terms of condition-wise, it's pretty much retail ready. If it wasn't for the fact that it's blooming diamond-cut alloys again, with lack appeal on the wheels, if it wasn't for that, the thing would be pretty much retail ready because the interior is in fantastic condition. There doesn't seem to be any scrapes on the paintwork, dings or dents, anything like that. So I'm not having to get out the rattle cans. There is one rattle can thing I have to do on this side, which I think we can all accept is a totally acceptable rattle can job, which is the mirror. I was half tempted looking at it to make both mirrors gloss black, but that's not standard, so we'll get it back to standard. So I just need to rub that down and paint that. I can pull that off the car and do that off the car, so that'll be nice and neat and tidy. With the wheels, I'm gonna, luckily, it's a flat face, so I think the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sand them down like I did on the Note the other day, and see how much of a how much of a bare metal finish I can get back off them, how neat and tidy that is. I might even be able to do them on the car if I pull these caps off, and if that's neat and tidy as it is, because the grey is okay on the centre of the wheels, just leave them as they are, just maybe lacquer over the top, see how they look afterwards. So that's the first thing I'll do. Worst case, if that doesn't work out particularly well, just make the wheels completely silver. I don't think it's going to be a deal breaker for anyone with a diamond cut or not. I do think that everyone's going to want the wheels doing on this because they are particularly bad. So it's not going to be a case of selling it cheap with the wheels as they are, unless someone comments on this video and says that's what they want. Loads of rubber. They don't look like budget tyres to me. I don't recognise the names, and I'm brand new on the back. Yeah, brand new tyres on the back, and the front ones have very, very little wear on them either. So I think MOT wise, we're going to be fairly good on that front. Yeah, so kit wise, again, I don't know the specs of these cars. We have all round electric windows, electric mirrors. Floor mat needs replacing, that's worn through from the heel. The carpet underneath good. We've got cruise control. We've got Bluetooth, so we're pretty good spec-wise. Aircon, electronic handbrake, 6-speed gearbox. So I imagine the economy on this is pretty epic. 71,000, sorry, less miles than I thought. 71,369. It's got a good service history. Where is it here? What we've got services for, I don't know. This one seems to be like 2-year intervals. So again, guys, let me know. You know the VWs, is it 2-year intervals? And so I know they start to extend service intervals out, didn't they, as cars got newer. So we've got 2014, 2016, 2018. So they seem to be every 2 years. 2020 at 61. Now I can't see anywhere that it's ticked for a cam belt. So what I am going to do is, again, it will be coming up 2 years anyway, isn't it? So I think what I'll do on this one is it is going to be an expense, which obviously as a dealer you don't ideally want to have done, because servicing again is the kind of job of maintenance of the person buying the vehicle. And technically it's not due until September, but what I will do is I think I'll get a cam belt done on it if I can get a reasonable price on the cam belt being done, because then we can send it out the door. With it'll be a 6-month warranty on this one on the age and the value of the vehicle. Cam belt service, brand new MOT's up in in September as well, I think. So I'll get out the door with a brand new service, advisory free MOT, and a 6-month warranty and a new cam belt on it. Which and if I can tidy those alloys up and do that mirror cap, then other than that, like I say, I can't see any other marks on the car. I think it's going to come up mint. Yeah, I think it's going to go up mint. I won't have them. The reason for not having the wheels go down to somewhere and have them diamond cut is that would probably cost in the region of nearly £300, I'd say. And I like to actually sell my cars under Auto Trader recommended. So that's why I shift cars quickly. I sell them under, I do the same level of prep, but I do them under Auto Trader recommended because I keep my overheads low and the cars shift quickly. So I need to be able to do the wheels here myself, really. And like I say, if that means they end up being sprayed completely silver rather than diamond cut on the face of them, then I think that's acceptable, because I don't think there's anybody out there buying this type of car whose priority is that the alloys are diamond cut rather than being silver. So, I do think there's radar on this as well. I noticed down here, I think there might be a radar there for crash to prevent front end low speed knocks. So that's a nice little safety feature as well. So yeah, another one to prep. The queue's building again. MG3 looks like it might be sold. My mate Paul was coming on this evening at 6. He's seen the videos, he's seen the drive video on it. He's looked into it and so forth, and we've had a good chat, and so I can't see that not going ahead. So that may well be gone tonight after 6. What was here was the Volvo, wasn't it? The Volvo's been sold. Gentleman turned up. He was waiting for me the other morning when I got back after the debacle at the bank. Needed an automatic for his wife, wanted an estate for the family. Had been let down by another dealer on an XC90 from up country. and needed a car for the weekend. Now that made me nervous, so I said, "You know how much the road tax is?" "Yeah, £615." I went, "Okay, fair play." I said, "You know it's a 2.5 litre turbo, so you know you're talking probably 25-30 miles to the gallon when she's running around locally." "Yeah, know that." He said, "That's no problem. That's no problem." So fair enough. Obviously, it's not my job to look after people's finances, but my job is not to cause myself hassle. And if I let someone buy a car purely on the basis that they needed one urgently without knowing the inside outs of it, I'd cause myself problems, wouldn't I? So he's happy with that. He left a deposit. It's gone down. It's had its MOT. I can't remember it needed much for its MOT at all. Can't remember now. Next to nothing, I think. I think it flew for its MOT. Yeah, I can't remember if they were it's advisory free now, so I can't remember what I paid to be done. But what I did notice is the service indicator come on, looked at the service history, and it's just due a service now. So I'm going to get that done by the Moors guys with an oil filter, air filter, oil service on it. So it's all ready because I know he's immediately taking the car for quite a long journey this weekend as well. So as I got away lightly with the MOT, I will throw the service in on top. And he's all set to go, isn't he? 12 months advisory free MOT. Won't have to service it for 12 months, and we'll put the warranty wise on it. I did explain to him as well, this is at the end of the day a 15-year-old car. I said, so I'll put a warranty on it warranty wise, but I can't promise they're going to cover an awful lot because it's a 15-year-old car and you're taking on the maintenance of that car now. The warranty will be accountable for any unexpected breakages, but you're taking on the maintenance of the vehicle now. So I can't have done much more, I don't think, in that situation. Obviously, selling older cars does make me a little bit nervous because it all comes down to the expectation of the person buying it. The things I've got for sale is the i10 again and the 500X, which I haven't even advertised, only put on Facebook. And let's be honest, that's an Auto Trader car all day long, isn't it? So I need to do that today, get that on Auto Trader. Yeah, with that, I need to get this done, so I'll be back to only 2 cars for sale again, and technically one's not actually mine, it's the wife's for sale, isn't it? And stock-wise, obviously I've got still got dog hair Astra to get done, and it's got the MOT in it, so that has to be a priority. Then get the DS3 cleaned up, because once that's cleaned up in here, that's ready, because it's been serviced. I just need to get the fresh MOT on it, but I think I'll hold off getting the MOT until it's sold, that one. Because I don't know what the market's like and the weather. I don't want it to be sitting on an MOT like I'm on a dog hair Astra. And then that VW up needs doing, doesn't it? And then finally the Micra, the sort of pound outside has reduced considerably. Oh, Suzuki Swift Sport. So yeah, we've thinned out here an awful lot. Drove the Alpha back home and back last night. Forgot what a nice car that is. Again, like I say over and over again, the turbo thing, really, unless you're absolutely hooning it, it's not that noticeable. If you're more gradual on the acceleration, the turbo boosts as it should, and it's got loads of torque, and it's still a very quick car. And it's just such lovely styling. And anyway, the Suzuki Swift Sport, obviously I put it up for sale. I don't really want to sell it at all, don't I? And I actually had lots of interest in it. People have been messaging me about it, and I keep putting them off. I'll be honest, I keep putting them off. Just had it MOT'd because the MOT was due next month. New advisory free MOT. The advisory was for, the only advisory it had, I think, was for corrosion on the brake pipes. Now, a lot of the time that can mean nothing, it can just be dirt and stuff like that. But obviously, as we're going to track this again, and it's a performance vehicle, I know we're talking lukewarm performance, but it is still a performance vehicle that I hoon around in a lot. I opted to have them deal with the brake pipes. So it's got all new brake pipes to each of the brakes here. I don't know if we can see them. Oh, can you see? You can just see them there, running across the rear of the axle there. New brake pipes both sides there. They did the fronts as well. So we obviously did that big service fairly recently. Engine oil, gearbox oil. We've had a new Michelin Pilot Sports put on the front. It's got the new brake pipes all round. So although there's little bits of bodywork here and there, I think mechanically this is probably one of the better ones out there. Which is why I having driven it again, brought it back up here today. You know, yes, the Alpha is fantastic, but it's a different drive. It's smooth. It's got really linear power all the time on it. This is just a rev happy little nut box. It's just so much fun. So yeah, it is up for sale. But I think definitely until I've done that next track day, I don't think I'll sell it. And to be honest, I don't really know why I've got it up for sale. But as you know by now, guys, a lot of what I do doesn't make a lot of sense. I just do what I enjoy doing, don't I? Micra, yes. We're getting closer. We are getting closer to the point that the Micra will get done. Bless it, I've hopped in it a couple of times. It still starts. I can't believe the battery hasn't gone flat. It still starts on the button. I drove it round. I leave cars with the handbrakes off so that the pads don't seize and so forth. He's a little car. I think this, to be honest, I think this will probably end up being a loan car, won't it? I think it'll probably end up just being a little loan car, having sitting around for the money I've got in it. If you can get for an MOT without spending too much, it seems like it'd be a really good loan car. Or perhaps a gift car to someone who's in need. Might be another option for it. I've been meaning to do that for a while, haven't I? Give back a little bit. Definitely need some front tyres before I did that though. They're worn right on the edge there. Someone's been having some fun in it. So out in the Golf. I don't think I've driven a Golf at this age before. I think that last one I did was slightly, yeah, the last Golf I did was 2011, wasn't it? I think, or 2010. So this is a different shape and the interior seems different. So obviously got the 2 litre TDI, not the 1.6 TDI I drove before, so this should be a bit more punchy. So far everything feels good. Nice smooth changes. Brakes without any squeals or juddering. And the suspension's riding the bumps without any knocks or bangs. So initial signs are that it's okay. I'm interested when I get a chance to give it a bit of a more of a punch and see what this 2 litre TDI is like. I don't know how similar it is to the TDI in the Skoda Yeti I've got. That one's punchy as you like. In 6th gear though, still at low revs, at sort of 1500 revs, we've still got a big wave of torque. Feels like it could stay in 6th gear pretty much everywhere. But the Golf diesel has been a mainstay for dealers for a while. I think its rating on Auto Trader for people looking for them is very high. So, and this is white, which doesn't seem to offend anyone. It's quite a popular colour. Yeah, it's got a good history. So fingers crossed, shouldn't be too much trouble. So there you go, guys. Quick little update on what's happening with Stopwise at Chops Garage. Still got lots of content coming out soon. Got quite a few videos on that purchase. Yeah, more to be explained in the next video. Thanks for watching as always, really appreciate it. Please have a look at whether you're subscribed before. Remember, subscribing costs absolutely nothing. It just notifies you when I release new videos. So catch you again soon. Thanks a lot. And don't forget, the link for the Carly unit is down below. If you're looking for a low cost way of clearing engine codes and diagnosing faults, seems like a great option.